It's interesting as well that Sylvanas has a whole bunch of voice lines in the direction of, I will grow the Forsaken ranks, we will bring the Alliance to its knees. Sylvanas is ready for war, and it seems that once again it's going to be the Horde that is the aggressor in all of this, which kind of sucks. The Horde that is the aggressor, the Horde that is the aggressor, the Horde that is the aggressor in all of this, which kind of sucks. Noble proves once again he is a filthy, biased Alliance main. Disgusting. Also, Alliance is pushing war. Bruh, I'm still a Horde loyalist, even though I play Alliance now. But being unbiased, we, Alliance, 100% are the aggressor, dude. Horde has every right to mine something they discovered in neutral territory, and Alliance literal get a quest to start murdering goblins. Lol, the Horde aggressor, when the Alliance is killing goblins just to see what they're up to, they made the first move, dude. Horde is the aggressor. You come to that conclusion after the Alliance strikes first? Seriously? Run that through your head one more time, mate. Alliance storyline, go kill civilian miners and sabotage the operations. Horde storyline, go protect the mining civilians from the Alliance attackers. How is the Horde the aggressor? This is undoubtful the Alliance striking first. Tongue out of mouth smiley face. Well, as I7s were attacking goblins in Silphus, and Alliance being told to kill goblin civilians, so technically Alliance already started the war. Hello everyone! After releasing my first run-through from patch 7.3.5, I got a whole lot of reactions when I stated that the Horde was the aggressor and the Alliance moves out to respond. At first, I honestly thought that people were trolling me, but apparently it's my Alliance bias shining through, so I wanted to make a short video to discuss this. Of course, feel free to call me out in the comments. My views and opinions are most likely wrong, but this is why I said what I said. This is how I gathered the story, and these are the events as I know them. At the end of Legion, the moment that we kill Argus on a heroic or higher, we receive an item called Blood of the Unmaker. The blood of a titan, already hardened into a solid crystal. Before your eyes, a trickle of blood from the fallen titan Argus congeals into a flawless gemstone. Holding it in your palm, you sense an almost unfathomable power emanating from within, along with echoes of pain and sorrow. We take this back to Khadgar, who then says,
"This mere drop of Argus blood surges with incredible power. The might of a titan. If the blood of Azeroth also proves to be a source of such strength, those who seek to rule this world will stop at nothing to possess it. The days ahead may be dark indeed."
He then senses the Silphus to gaze upon the wound, so right after we defeated Argus, we know from Khadgar that the blood of a titan is incredibly powerful, and those that would seek to rule this world will stop at nothing to possess it. Gallywix then also finds out about Azerite, the blood of the titan Azeroth turned into a crystal, and he informs his war chief Sylvanas about it, who says,
"This will change everything."
I told you!
And the Alliance knows nothing of this?
Don't worry, War Chief. I got people on it.
It's unsure what exactly the power of Azerite changes, but last we checked in with Sylvanas, her goal was to stay alive, stay out of hell, and she tried to do this by enslaving Aegir and getting the power to create more Valkyr for herself. She makes sure to check if the Alliance doesn't know anything about the operations, about what they're doing in Silphus, and even Saurfang himself is like, "What? You want to go to Silphus?"
Nothing good has ever come out of Silphus.
The Horde goes out to mine the lifeblood of Azeroth. The SI7 finds out about this and inform King Anduin Rin.
What is this?
We don't know.
It would seem the Horde does, and we must find out more.
Agreed. We have eyes on it.
Anduin holds Azerite in his palm, and he has a very similar reaction to it as Sylvanas had. The lifeblood of a titan is something they've never felt before, but what is sure is that it's incredibly powerful, and they must find out more. They too then travel to Silphus and start killing the goblins. That's one of the major arguments I've heard about Alliance being the aggressor. They just barge in and interrupt the Horde mining operations, but where the Alliance is told to keep an eye out for Horde aggression.
Check in with our operatives there, and keep your eyes open for Horde aggression.
The Horde is flat out told that if they see the Alliance, that they should take care of them.
Make yourself. Gallywix has operations underway in Silphus. Get there at once. And if you see any Alliance skulking about, make quick work of them.
Not to mention that this is not some sort of peaceful mining operation for the benefit of the world. The world is wounded. Many sources have said that we should actually be aiming at healing the world, and instead of doing that, the Horde moves out to make a profit out of it, gain more power, to which the Alliance reacts. If Azerite was not described as this uber powerful source, if mining Azerite would actually be beneficial for the entirety of the world, then there might be something to be said about it, but that's not the case. So does then the argument become the Alliance should just let the Horde do whatever they want, get their hands on a super powerful resource, and if they don't, they're the bad guys, they're the aggressors. Why isn't the argument that the Horde should be focused on healing the world instead of going after this Azerite? I've also heard the argument that the Alliance should have been more diplomatic about this and first ask the Horde what is going on instead of just picking up arms and killing them. But you can easily turn that argument around and say, why didn't the Horde first discuss this with the Alliance, instead of making sure that the Alliance doesn't know what they're doing? And next to that, again, Nephanos just tells you to strike out at the Alliance if you spot them. They're not keen on people like Khadgar anymore, and one of Sylvanas' voice lines is literally,
"We will bring the Alliance to its knees."
Like I said though, I might just be crazy. In my mind, going out to mine this Azerite and gather a powerful resource, making sure that the Alliance doesn't know about it instead of focusing on healing the world, that in my mind is an act of aggression. Like, they're not going to use Azerite to make a beautiful flower patch or cook a nice dinner or something. Azerite is a powerful resource used for war. Last we checked, between the Alliance and the Horde, we have the Broken Shore, where the Horde abandoned the Alliance. And of course, we, with the Eagle View eye, we can see that the Horde didn't really have any other choice at that moment. But to the Alliance, it seems like the Horde abandoned them. We then go into Stormheim, where the Alliance and Horde fight with each other again. It might be that we already informed about Sylvanas' plans from a journal found in Azuna, but either way, they fight with each other. Greymane didn't need a lot of motivation to strike out, and we discover that the Horde brought their plague to Stormheim, and that Sylvanas is after enslaving Aegir, which is not for the benefit of the entirety of the Horde, it's the benefit for Sylvanas. She wants to stay out of hell, and by doing so, she wants to become immortal, she wants to be able to make more troops. She's not going after Aegir for the benefit of the world, same as they're not going after Azerite for the benefit of the world. They're going for the benefit of the Horde, and to say that the opposite faction should just lean back and let them do whatever they want, yeah, no, sorry, in my mind that's not being the aggressor. In my mind, that is responding to an act of aggression. It's not like the Alliance was like, you know what, we just finished things up on Argus, let's go rally the troops and murder some Hordes. No, it's because the Horde moves out and work to get their hands on this incredibly powerful resource.
Her lifeblood. And it looks like this sort of gold-blue substance that you see behind me. As it emerges, it crystallizes into these thrumming spires filled with power that reach towards the sky. There's incredible power inherent with the blood of Azeroth, which we're calling Azerite. But for the Alliance and the Horde, this is a little bit like being the first group to discover plutonium. While incredibly powerful, we're not entirely sure what all it can do. And some of those mysteries you'll be exploring in Battle for Azeroth. But what both sides do know is that it has the power to be incredibly destructive. And whichever faction has the most of this stuff in their coffers when war fronts break out is definitely going to have the upper hand.
I do wonder what exactly they can do with Azerite though. Besides it being powerful and apparently feeling really, really good if you touch it, we don't really know what the applications are for it. What does it change for Sylvanas and her goals for staying alive? Does the old god Taint perhaps influence the blood of Azeroth? There's still quite a few pieces of the puzzle that needs to be filled in, but like I said, this is my view on the storyline, and feel free to call me out on it. Feel free to drop your arguments and discussions in the comments down below. I just, I find it odd that the Alliance should just let the Horde get their hands on something so powerful, but if they react, they're the ones who are aggressive. Please, by all means, help me understand. Like I said, it's most likely my Alliance bias shining through. It's most likely that I'm wrong in this situation, but by all means, please help me understand. Until next time, guys. See ya!